Why the critique of capitalism in Squid Game resonated with over occupants in over 90 plus countries. Hello everyone, welcome back here at Entertainment Stories with Al. This is a site where we dive into entertainment with a positive and goofy side. So more and more in this video, we are indeed on one of Netflix's most watched original series of all time, Squid Game. So first and foremost, what you need to know is that the global phenomenon of Squid Game wasn't just about the high-stakes drama or the bright tracksuits. It hit a low now because it mirrored a reality that transcends borders. While the show is deeply rooted in South Korean socio-economics, its critique of capitalism feels like a local story with a universal script. Let's definitely dive into this message that has indeed been a masterpiece and resonated with over 90 countries by being #1 on the Netflix radar. So first and foremost, the illusion of choice. The central pillar of the show is that the players chose to return to the game. This indeed serves as a brutal metaphor for modern labor and debt. The reality is that in many capitalist society, individuals feel free to make choices, but those choices are often between two forms of survival. That's to say, a predator loan or a high-risk job. The resonances, whether in Seoul, Mexico City, or New York, or Kampala, or anywhere, the feeling of being voluntarily trapped in a system that demands your soul just to pay the bills is a shared exhaustion. Definitely, you do see this in our everyday life. Debt as the great equalizer. In the show, the characters are plagued by various forms of debt, let's say through gambling, business failure, or family medical bills. In the global context, is that personal debt is a global epidemic, from the student loan crisis in the United States to the mortgage bubbles in Europe and the microloan traps in Africa and South Asia. The debt house prison is no longer a building, it's a constant mind of state. So the hope from this is that seeing characters literally get their lives again, or definitely being in such a situation whereby not in one way or another is definitely like a hyper-realistic extension of the stress millions feel every time they check their bank balance, the hyper-competitiveness and meritocracy. What you need to know of this is that indeed Squid Game represents a world where the rules are fair and everyone is equal, yet the environment is designed to make players kill each other to succeed. The critique is that it indeed does deconstruct the myth of meritocracy, the idea that you just work hard enough, you will succeed. The global feeling of this is that in an era of stagnant wages and skyrocketing cost of living, the grind culture feels increasingly like a zero-sum game. The show validates the suspicions that the game is rigged even if the rules appear transparent. More and more definitely of why this show definitely did perform so well in over 90 countries is definitely what we will continue with in part 2, that definitely will be live in almost an hour after this. So definitely we will be delighted to see you so soon, as definitely we dive into more and more of such a wonderful and great side of Squid Game. More and more it has been earlier at Entertainment Stories with a positive coffee side. Peace and thank you so very much for keeping around.